Hello lovely ladies! In this video I want to talk to you about being visual. And by that I mean making your Facebook page visually appealing so that when people visit it, they actually want to stay on it and spend more time there. And the more time they spend there, the more they're going to get to know about you and your business, and the more likely they are to actually go on and buy from you when they're ready to do that. So there are various things you can do to make your Facebook page more appealing. One of them is to have a nice bright header at the top of your page that tells them a little bit about your business and about you. You can include pictures, you can include videos on your page, you can have inspirational quotes and memes, you can include client references. I'm going to show you a great example of that in a minute. And then if it's relevant to your people that like your page, you can share images from other people's pages as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be all the things that you've created yourself. What I want to do to begin with is show you a couple of examples of people who do this really well. So the first one is Leonie Dawson. Leonie is a business coach based in Australia, but she works with women all over the world. Generally those more with a spiritual type business. So it could be a spiritualist, a holistic therapist. Those are the people that she tends to work with. And that's reflected on her page. You can see she's got this really beautiful imagery at the top, a lot of which she hand draws herself. And she carries that look and feel throughout her page. So here she is asking a question about a product that she's about to launch, which is a paper year planner. And she's asking whether people would prefer to see it as a day to a page or spread out over a couple of pages. She's got some pictures of her kids so that we can get to know more about her and her life. And she's got some inspirational quotes and memes. And you can see here that she's using that same colour scheme and that same look and feel that she's got in her header. And that carries itself all the way through everything that she does on her page. And it's bright, it's beautiful, it's inviting, and it makes you want to spend time there. Now the other person that I want to show you, who has a very different style, but is just as effective, is Chris Emery. Chris is she's an editor and somebody who I've actually just worked with, and she was excellent at her work. And I really like what she's done in her page. So she's not got that big, bright, bold look that Leonie does, but she makes her page visual in her own way. So in that header, we've got a nice, bright, cheery picture of her. She's got an advert for her free checklist. And as you come down here, this is one thing that I really, really like that she's put together in her page. And this is a client testimonial. So this is somebody that has already worked with Chris and wants to recommend her work. So Chris is using her brand style here. She's got a picture of the person and contact details. And it's just a really eye-catching way, and you're much more likely to read that as a testimonial than if it was just text on the page. And I think that's something that we could all employ in our own business. So think about a time when you've had a client give you some great feedback. Ask them if you can put a quick testimonial together and put it up on your page like that. And that will really add credibility to the work that you do. And it will encourage people to trust you and to buy from you. So I want to show you a couple of tools that you can use that are going to allow you to build some visual material that you can use on your Facebook page. The first one is Canva. If you haven't used Canva before, it's well worth going in and taking a look. It's really, really easy and straightforward to use. You need to set up an account. It's free to do so. And then once you've set up your account, you'll be able to go in and actually start to design. So I'm going to design a Facebook cover. Now, Canva will have this set up for the right dimensions that you need for an image for your Facebook cover. The image dimensions change not all the time, not frequently, but they change often enough that it's worth using a service like Canva just to make sure that you're getting the right dimensions. And they've got loads and loads of templates that you can use. Some of these templates are free, and some of them you'll see a little $ next to them. You might have to pay $1 or $2 if you want to use that particular template. But if you're just starting out, there are plenty of free ones that you can use. And they're in a whole different range of styles. So I just want to show you how easy it is to put one of these together. Let's just pick this as an example. And then you can just click on and change the text. If you wanted to, there's a whole range of fonts that you can pick from if you want to change the font that you're using. But I'll just stick with the one that I've got. Let's just say Nicola Semple, new book launching soon. So what will I say here? Works with busy mums. You know, you would want to put a bit more thought into what you were actually putting in your header, but I just want to show you how easy it is for you to customize that header, make it your own, and have something really quite visual and striking that you can use on your page. All you need to do now is download that image, and you can save it onto your computer and upload it onto your Facebook page. And it really is as easy as that. I just want to show you down at the bottom here, if you have your own images that you want to use in your header, there are some great little layouts that you can use in Canva. So you can either have one image that goes all the way across the length of the header, or you can upload several images and you can have them formatted in such a way that it's really quite attractive for people that are looking at your page. So you could have one big image at the side and then a couple of smaller images. And this is great if you actually sell a physical product. This can be a really great, easy way for you to display those products at the top of your page. So go in and have a play with Canva. There are some really great templates there, not just for Facebook headers, but for other things as well. The other tool that I want to just introduce you to is called PicMonkey. And I absolutely bloomin' love PicMonkey. So it used to be, and probably not that long ago, but it used to be that if you wanted to create graphics, then you either had to hire a designer or you had to buy something like Photoshop, which is really expensive, and it also takes quite a long time to learn how to use it. But PicMonkey has two levels. One level is free and the other you need to pay to upgrade. The free level when you're starting out is absolutely fine. Let me just show you how it works. So I'm going to design, I've gone into design, and I'm going to create a little square meme that I can put on my Facebook page. So I'm going to change the size to 500 by 500 because I know that's a good size for displaying on a Facebook page. I don't want it to be white, I want to try and make it a bit more eye-catching, so I'm going to change it to a pinky colour that I'm going to start using in my brand quite soon. Make that pink. So we're going to add some text to it. Let's do a nice bold font. So what shall we say? If at first you don't succeed, try again. And we'll make that white so that it really pops out. And if we make it a bit bigger, let's see, you can just move it. Now, this is not going to be the prettiest image that you have ever seen, but I just want to demonstrate to you how easy it is to put these things together. And at the bottom, I'm just going to add my website details. When you put a meme together, make sure that you always have some kind of contact information on it for you and your business, because otherwise if it gets out into the world and it gets shared, then people aren't going to know where it came from. So you want to make sure that you've got some reference to you or what you do on it. So it might be referring people back to your Facebook page. If you're trying to get more likes on Twitter, you might put your Twitter handle on it. But you know, whatever you want to put on there, just make sure there's a way of finding you. So you'll see that was really, really quite easy. I just want to show you, you can see that you've got the choice of all these fonts, and some of them have a little crown next to them. Those are the ones that you have to pay the upgrade for. So if you want to access these fonts, then you need to pay, and I think it's something like $35 a year. It's not a lot of money, and it does give you access to the whole range of features in PicMonkey, which is really quite phenomenal. I just want to show you the overlay feature. So if you wanted to make this look a little bit more interesting, we could add a little heart onto it. Let's put that down there. And again, we'll make that white just so that it stands out. You might want to, so if you wanted you can see that the heart you can easily put on. If you want a doily heart, which is a bit more complex, that is one of the paid features. So you would actually need to pay for that one. Let's just see, we'll just leave that as pink and pink. So you'll see it just looks a little bit more professional, but there's plenty that you can get access to without actually having to pay for it. So that is really as easy as it is to create an image in PicMonkey. So you just save it and then you can upload that onto your Facebook page. I want to show you one more thing in PicMonkey just before we finish, which is editing an image. So we can edit an image that we've got on our computer. I'm going to take my little Supergirl because I really love my little Supergirl. We'll just wait for it coming up. It's quite a big image. So I'm going to resize that image to be 500 pixels wide, and I'm going to keep the proportions, so it'll be 333 pixels long. And again, I'll include a link below this video which shows you the optimum image size to be using for the different social media platforms, and you can refer to that and make sure that you're getting the best size of image. So I want to add some text on here, and what will we say? Fly, Supergirl, fly. And we'll make that a bit bigger just so that it stands out. And just stretch it out. There you go. Now, how easy was that? You've been able to take an image that you already have. It might be an image of your products, and you could maybe add in prices, or you could add in that you're running a competition. You could maybe you might decide that you want to put a frame around it, just to make it really stand out. All of these things are so easy to do in PicMonkey. So go and get yourself a free account, get yourself set up, and have a play with it, and have some fun with it. Making your Facebook page more visual will entice people to stay on your page longer. It will also encourage people to share your content more. The more pictures you've got on there that appeal to people, the more likely they are to share your content and spread the word about your business. So go and have a play with Canva, have a play with PicMonkey, and let me know how you got on. Until the next time, goodbye.